Ah. Hmm. Welcome, wonderful people. We're going to give a couple of minutes for people to come on aboard. Yes, come on aboard, come on aboard, come on aboard. I hear that one sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, oh, come on aboard. Okay, come on aboard. Because the ship is getting ready to sail, but we're going into the deep water, deep water, deep water today. Yes. And the reason where I put down domestic violence, domestic abuse, because last week when I put down domestic violence and also sexual addiction, your people that YouTube flagged me. Yes, flagged me. Whoa. Said that, about age limit, this, that, that. Wait a minute, hold back up, back up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not swearing, I'm not cussing, I'm not showing uh, how you call it, images and all this stuff. And why are you flagging me? Because no bad words was being spoken because of the title. Because see, the evil one, which is the devil, of course, don't want us to get into domestic violence type stuff because he wants to be able to control, and that's what mostly domestic violence is about: the control aspect of the situation of the family or the household, or however, got to be ruler. Because see, the evil one understands and know that if you are in the spirit of God, the Almighty, the Almost High God, that you have control over him. All right, him, and he's a God. Yeah, the God of this world, right? But you have authority and power over him, but we don't want to use it. We don't want to think about it. We don't want to because we've been told so many things from hand me down hand me down philosophy, hand me down traditions, and all this stuff, right? And those traditions have really caused us to get into some serious, serious problems and issues. So, with that in mind, wonderful people, I just want you to come in, talk to us, and call me. Yes, today I will be answering the phone. Yes, want to hear from you. And I want some feedback, of course. Yes, yes, yes. And also, let me know where you're calling from, wherever in the world. And then if you see this again, please, by all means, share it out. Let somebody know about these things. And then we're going to try to put in some situation, even though I am not NOT a lawyer. I am not a psychologist, a psychiatrist. I am not a therapist, but a counselor in more or less the situation. Uh, how you call it, spiritual counselor, spirituality, and that for, and yes, I have been ordained. Yes, in case anybody want to know, okay, but I don't use that. I don't use it, and it's been a minute, so you know what I mean. Lay hands on with the oil, and nobody's spitting on me, all that stuff. You know what I mean, red on me. But anyway, so I got my card. So anyway, that said, like how people walk around. Well, I'm this and I'm that and I'm the other, yada yada yada. Yeah, okay, whatever. You know me. So, but anyway, getting back to domestic violence, domestic abuse of violence, even if they critiquing the words, that's okay too. Because see, the thing about it is, we're not saying anything that is going to bring any harm to anyone. And also, by the way, when you call, you want to talk with me, then it is always confidential. Confidential, okay? Okay, I'm gonna make a quick phone call. So see if somebody wants to. Huh? Okay, 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 okay. What? Anyway, now let's get. How you said? Let's get the cracking. Let's get the cracking. All right. I'll make this quick phone call, if you don't mind. Somebody come on and we're gonna talk. We're gonna get busy. Oh yeah. If not, because we definitely can play the replay and check everything out and see what's going on. Of course, of course, of course. All right now. Okay. What's this? Hmm. All right.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Huh.
40
See?
4319531 6 is not available. At
Hmm.
the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you
All
may
right.
hang up or press 1 for more options.
See, I was gonna ask you to come on and talk about your experience tonight. So anyway, at least I call you. All right, you have a wonderful day. Bye now. Take care. Peace. I'm on for a couple more minutes, so if you feel like calling in, go down to Facebook and follow the link, and we'll come right on. I'm on People in Love MD. People in Love MD on YouTube. Okay? Take care. So with that in mind, wonderful people, thank you, thank you, thank you. And blessings and all that good stuff. And let me see what we got here. Oh, 6 minutes gone. Okay, we're gonna get another 2 minutes, if you don't mind. So, all right. So, like I say, if you want some prayer, if you're going through some problem, going through issues, circumstances, situations, and you feel like you need someone to talk with, I have an ear and a shoulder to listen to you with not in how you say, not in no critical analysis or condemnation, but just to listen, to hear what you got to say, okay? And that's what we do. All right. I don't know about these pop-ups. Uh, okay. Maybe I'm gonna have to invest a dollar to get these ads off. Ah, what a shame. What makes it so bad is the same ads, Michael. You know, same ads every day, every time. Okay. Huh. Here we go. I'm back again. Yay! All right, wonderful people. Let's get busy. Yes. Well, as you notice, the domestic violence is a hard thing. And it's a very hard thing because, see, the thing about it, the domestic violence has caused the hurt, caused disruption, caused pain and anguish to many, many people. And it also will destroy marriages, relationships, uh, friendships, communities, and your life. And not only say domestic violence deal with the physical aspect of life and things, but also the mental and emotional aspect of things that happen in the home, things that happen in the relationship, can also be determined as domestic violence. For instance, well, we know that if a couple that is not talking with each other and they have an attitude and they are giving the cold shoulders, the disrespectful, or either talking down on each other or talking down on one talking down on the other, you know, always bringing out flaws, bringing out different situations, different issues and items about a person. Uh, just talking bad about a person, talking bad to a person, or either not saying anything about a person. And then you ask them, say, what's the matter? What's wrong? What's going on? And something could be bothering them, like job or society or something like that. But yet and still, they seem to be taking it out on you with giving you the silent treatment. Or either domestic violence also is a person that maybe suspect the mate of doing something illegal, like uh, cheating. Okay, infidelity has really been off the hook in this lifetime, in this world. But like we said, we're trying to talk people because the moral aspect of life nowadays is just out of control. You know, well, this is my body, this is my life. I can do what I want to do, and I'm grown. I'm uh, over 21. I'm over 18, and but yet still, you're not showing maturity. You're going out doing this, doing that, and other, and then you get involved with someone that you don't know their history, you don't know their personality, their makeup, and then you, who's teaching you. So, well, you go to some type of counseling, right? All right. So you say you go to counseling. He goes to counseling. You go to counseling, because now he's playing you in such a way. Whereas, okay, I'll go along with her. I'll go along with the counselor, see what's going on. But in the back of his mind, he's in charge. And this is another thing where you got to find out who's the boss. Who's the boss? And that way, when you observe a person, see, sometimes you got to put on your FBI eyes or CIA eyes and ears, and then not so be so naive and what do you call it, uh, docile type thing that you don't believe nothing happened. In other words, they said that you don't believe something stink, but it does. Okay, so what happened is now is that you fall for the okie dokie, you fall for the good guy syndrome type thing, and you go along with the situation of let's get married, let's get have the relationship, let's get together, let's have an apartment. So you can tell now that if a person is really really on the ups and ups, they will come to and talk about what do you think, what do you feel, what do you think about this, what do you think about that. This is what I would like to do, but what's your thoughts? If that person say, "What's your thoughts?" then you know that person is how you said halfway okay, or maybe you're looking at that person in a better way. But that other person that says, "Well, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna," and then and you look at when you sit, and then another litmus test they call it, the litmus treatment is to say no sometimes. Yeah, you know, even though you want to say yes, you want to say agree with the person, but sometimes you check a person out by saying no, just for the hell of it. Say no, I don't like it. I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I'm not going there. Uh, I don't think that's right. I don't like that aspect of it. Boom, boom, boom. Even though you might like it and see their reaction. See, sometimes they might, yeah, okay, go along with it because now you can tell if they playing you or not. But then again, if you do this a couple of times, maybe today, maybe 3 or 4 days later, a week later, another 2 weeks later, and all of a sudden, in the thing, like you don't feel good, and something come up, and you pull that on them again, and you see now by this time they've probably forgotten about your situation from before, and now the real person shows up. One time I was observing this couple, right? And she had a piece of paper, a little note on it, whatever, whatever. And he said, "What you reading?" She said, "It's personal, right?" He said, "What you reading?" With a voice, right? Oh boy, you know. So then he goes up to her and snatched the paper. That person, you can tell, is on that verge of being a perpetrator as far as domestic violence goes. And you look at that family tree sometimes. Yes, yes, yes. You just got to judge a family tree. Broken homes, uh, low self-esteem, low self-worth, poverty, alcoholism, rowdiness, cursing, uh, how you say, attitudes. Check that family out. I'm sorry. Yes, yes, yes. So you can tell where love resides, and you can also tell where no love resides, right? And when you figure out where the love resides, you can tell that their offspring, the mate, the future mate, now is a little better position, a better shape sometimes, unless they spoil. Oh yeah, spoil brat, spoil like ooh ooh ooh. Okay, so then check that out too, because see, sometimes a spoiled person can also cause a quiet, nonchalant type man or person to go off the deep end. And next thing you know, it's something on the deep on the inside. But that person doesn't have to be an evil person all the time. He could be the quietest, nicest person in the world until he aggravated. Aggravation, uh, disrespect, low self-esteem, or either agitation, irritation can cause you to come out of your character. And when you come out of your character, then like, oh wow, what I do? And that's when a lot of time you see uh best people that been abusers making this confession about, oh baby, I'm so sorry. Please, I'll never do that again. I'll never do that again. Da 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 da. But as soon as that red flag comes up, as soon as that trigger is pulled, there they go again. Same old abuse type thing, right? Like, where's no dinner in the house? Why this house is not clear? Why this? And then not giving waiting for an answer, because now the trigger is there. The red flags are up. So that's why when you're dealing with narcissistic type people, with a person with toxic attitudes and mentalities, red flags, watch them, observe them, and don't be so naive talking about, oh, well, they're going to be all right, they're going to change, this, that, and the other. Don't get involved. But then sometimes you get some people that, yeah, they have to pursue. They will hunt you down, track you down, sniff you down for days and days and days until wear you down until you submit sometime. But you don't have to submit. That's when you get stronger and stronger on the inside. This is why, if you are, especially with the ladies, I'm talking to the women nowadays, and I hope in the future to get a chance to talk to the men, that you can tell now that, okay, you tried to resist and they keep wearing you down. But you got to, like, how you said, let them know up front. Look, even if you have to tell them something like, look, I have a disease. I don't care. Just if it's a lie, it's a lie. You can repent later. But sometimes those lies will save your life. All right. I got a disease, I got a condition, I got a situation. You can really, most people, especially today, they got something going on with them anyway. So, you know what I mean? So you won't be lying in the essence of speak and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So let it be known. And if they still say, well, okay, what's the matter? Look, come on now. People don't be telling that medical history, medical term, because it's incurable. Wow. Now they'll leave you alone more or less. If they don't leave you alone, and they say, well, is it contagious? He said, I don't think so, blah, blah, blah. But now it's like, okay, whatever is wrong with you, I'm here for you. I'm here with you. What do you need? What do you want? Then that person you can more or less listen to. But that other person, wow. Because another thing too is talking about the negativity and negative attitude, talking about anger. Another situation whereas the red flags and the trigger goes is that they how you call it, territorial. Some men are more territorial than others. This is mine. I don't care. I'm protected. I'm taking care of it. And this is like a possession. And they do what I tell them to do because now I'm the head. I'm the king of the house. I'm this, I'm that, and the other. And they feel that this is their throne, more or less. Because even Satan had a throne. Even Satan had an altar. You tell you he just wanted to raise his altar above the altar of God, and it ain't going to happen. So when he came down, he was thrown down, kicked down, pushed down, however, whatever, thrown down. And then he started making war against the people. And that's what he's been doing ever since then. Ever since then, he's been making war, come to kill, steal, and destroy. So he's been trying to influence us in a negative way to try to keep us from doing good things for each other and then with each other. And then he causes chaos and confusion. And then a lie. He lives on lies, and that's called um, deceitfulness. So he's going to deceive you if he possibly can. And that is why it is so necessary to watch, to take care, observe your surroundings, observe your situation, observe people, watch their demeanor, watch their habits, watch their uh, going and coming, their environments, watch even their family, know how they act and cooperate. If they're happy people, laughing, they talking good, but if they fussing and fighting and cussing and swearing and daring, exit, stage left, quick, fast, and in a hurry. And this is not say giving you advice. This is just say a survival situation, a survival technique or tactic that I would do. Okay, I would get out of there quick, fast, in a hurry. So, you know what I mean? But that person, well, I'm a nice guy, this and that, other. Okay, you're a nice guy. But then you're too quiet. All right? This person may be too quiet. Is that talk to me? If that person can't conversate, can't talk, and how you say, and nothing is off limits in a conversation when you're into a relationship or getting into a relationship. That, my friend, is the key to anything and everything. There's another thing too. This I can see talking about toxic attitudes. Remember one of the scriptures back in Genesis, I think it was, like there were two brothers after the fall of man. There were two brothers. One was a farmer, and the other was like a herdsman, a rancher, or would deal with animals, cattle, and sheep and other stuff, right? Well, the farmer had vegetables, more or less. So, come the time for the uh, to make the presentation towards God for like the how you say the alms tithing, that is, you know what I mean. So anyway, the one with the cattle had his first. You always have to give something fresh first, like pure blood, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Purity. God desires and requires purity. Well, so a lot of people talking about, well, the other one had the fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. Well, fruits and vegetables are purity too. So God would accept it too. But what happened is that when the guy with the vegetables shows up, he had an attitude because he killed his brother. Because his brother uh, uh, altar was accepted before God, right? So the guy got mad and got jealous and upset, and he killed his brother. So, and this is something that happened with domestic abuse. You get upset, you get mad, you're jealous, but it's fearful. He's afraid, and fear can go into a deep place in your life and into your heart. So anyway, when you're so fearful and you like nothing's right, and you anger with the world, and so God told him, said, why your countenance so low? That means where you got a bad attitude, a bad disposition, however you want to call it, it's the same thing as how you want to put it, okay? But that's what it really means. Why you have a bad attitude? And then the God also told Cain that if you change, so it is possible to change. Even those people out there, they having a stink attitude towards their household. Uh, is everything got to be done their way or no way, and if not like it, you can get the highway. You know what I mean? Anybody can be changed unless you have a deep, deep, deep blockage in your mindset. And this is what happens too. If the heart can be changed, then the mind can follow. And that's what we're trying to do is to find out what can we say to people out there that are abusing their home, abusing their mates in different ways, in different kinds of ways, and different things. You know what I mean? Abuse is abuse, and violence is violence. So it's not just say about hurting or physical hurting, but that other violence is wrong also. It's just like a situation coming about couples involved in each other, right? It's like, well, this is what I'm used to doing, and we've been married for 10 years, and she knows what I like, she knows what I want. Wait a minute, hold, back up, back up. What about her wants? What about her likes? She is she had been sticking with you for 10 years, doing your bidding, what you like, what you want, and then because she may make a suggestion, idea about something that she like or something she want, but then you say she ain't supposed to want nothing. She ain't supposed to like nothing because you the boss, you the one that determines what she want, what she should have. Wait a minute, hold, back up. She's not a child. She's a grown woman, a whole grown woman. So therefore, why did you marry her then? You just want a slave or something? No, no, we love each other. We love each other. Well, my friend, that ain't love. That ain't love, and that's abuse. That is totally, completely abuse where you misuse a person, take advantage of a person, and then put them in that position of hurt and pain, even in a heartache, heart pain. And then come time when, well, she's supposed to give me my husbandly dues and all that stuff, right? But are you considering her? Maybe she's not feeling too good. Maybe she got an issue or problem or something. Maybe she need to go to the doctor, but she just don't want to go right now. Maybe she's trying to wait things out to see if stuff will work because a woman have so much can be happening on her insides. It ain't funny. You know what I mean? Well, body's a body, and then the men can have a situation going too. But she is special because she has to be prepared to receive that seed in case an egg is fertilized. And her body has to be able to carry a life for 9 months. So therefore, her situation is a little different than a man, and you have to be adjusted, or changed, and arranged so that she can go about doing those things and maintain a certain status, a certain situation to say to keep that love going, keep the joy going, and then be able to make the man happy. You know what I mean? Even though sometimes he don't want to be happy, but you know what I mean? Come on. So so this is why one of the main reasons why we should consider each other. But inconsideration is off the chain, off the wall. So that's why we have to be considerate of each other's feelings, each other's emotions, considerate of each other's situation, and then apply ourselves to that aspect of that meaning. And then stop trying to uh, overshadow people, overtalk them, and to misuse them and abuse them, even in an emotional psychological way. When you talk down on the person, talk about them, bring out every flaw, and then but they can't bring out a flaw in you. But then sometime I'm sorry to say that sometime uh, the female in the household can open her mouth a little too much to how you say bring out the trigger, bring on the trigger, pull the trigger, and fire the weapon. And she do it sometime at the wrong time. But this is another trick of the enemy. The enemy was there all along, trying to convince her to say something, convince her to do something, and then she can't back it up because now he had just maybe received a bad news. He may be uh, in a bad position, maybe ran across something that he didn't like on the job or on the way home or whatever, right? And now he's in that place. And here she comes saying something completely off color. Wow. And then here he goes. And then they cursing at each other, or they throwing things at each other, or they drinking. And, you know, alcoholism and drug addiction can also bring out the bad or the worst in a person too. So think about those things too. So I say, don't give negativity no room. Give the devil no room. Don't give negativity no room. That's what we'll call our situation when we be talking about these topics and things. We'll say negativity or positiveness. So when we start to using positiveness, but another thing too, when something is happening, and this is another suggestion, a total suggestion that will help in a lot of situations. Right. So this suggestion is that when things start to get a little heavy, back off. Don't say nothing. Don't go over there trying to cuddle, pat a person down and hug them, yada yada yada. Just make it polite. Say, I see that you're in a bad mood. Either I hope everything work out. Da 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 da. Give a little confidence, a little inspiration. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? But don't touch a person, please. Do not touch them. Do not try to stroke their ego or make them feel better. Da 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 da. Go in the bathroom or go to your bedroom. Close the door and lift up the voice. Lift up your head towards the sky and speak to an eternal being that is powerful. Speak love into the atmosphere. Speak peace into the atmosphere. And this is why we should always learn some positive affirmations, know them, speak them, and say them to your heart and to your mind uh, with faith. It's got to be with faith because you got to believe what you're doing, you got to know what you're doing, and then understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. This way, it will help you to be stronger, help you to resist, and help you to last a little longer. And then you can make up your mind and ask for the guidance. Should I stay or should I go? You know what I mean? But right then and there, as long as not too much abuse is happening physically, not abuse at all, period. I'm talking about physically. But you know what I mean? Sometimes the quietness or the cussing and all this stuff. Sometimes we can handling that a little bit better, but that beating and carrying on and hurting people and breaking stuff, breaking people down, nah. So that way you're gonna have to pray harder, but by all means, go to the bathroom, lock the door, and just pray. Don't stand there too long. You know what I mean? Hey, but God hears you, and God knows his heart, and God sees you, and God understands, and God will work in your behalf. But you got to be for real. You got to be for real. You got to be for real. You got to be truthful in all things. All right. And then another thing too, forgiveness, gratitude is so important. All right then. Right. Okay, guys. So look here. I hope to see you guys next Friday at 8:30. So in the meantime, go to my website, people, People, the letter NLUV, people in love, LUV.com, peopleinlove.com. And then also, I put up my PDF is on the market now, and I brought the price down to $10. The reason I brought it down to $10 because I have not been on drugs for almost 30 years. And then I went to a meeting twice, maybe three times in my life, because I did not like the concept of that saying that, oh, my name is Michael and I'm an addict. No, I'm not an addict. Day one, even when I was getting stoned, I never classified or called myself an addict or an alcoholic. And I had alcohol addiction, drug addiction, and sex addiction same time. And it was rough. I'm telling you. It was rough at times. So therefore, God is God and God is good, and He will bring you through. Because in one day, one time, I was finished with that drug because I realized then that drugs can mess with your mind, mess with your nature, and then you can't be bothered with the women if you do the drugs. Then you get drunk. Oh man, you can't drive and drink and drive and all that stuff. So slowly but surely, holding on to aspiration, holding on to the uh mental part of life will help you to come through. So a lot of people say, well, I'm not addicted, I'm not a crackhead, I'm not a hoe, I'm not this, I'm not that, you know what I mean? I don't have no sexual hang up. But you're eating everything you can, you're about 40, 50 pounds overweight, and you always keep talking about, well, I need to lose some weight, I need to lose some weight, I can't afford these clothes. But there's a problem, an issue where you're eating so much because of a mental state, of psychological state, or hurtful state. You're eating too much, or either, well, I just want to smoke a little marijuana, okay, and all this stuff. Well, some people tell me, well, that's good for you. Okay, it may be good for your eyes, but it still contain uh, toxins in it that can harm other areas of your body. Other areas of your body. And how long would it help your eyes? Not that long. So therefore, when you know how to speak healing to yourself by how you say, and even the Lord said that your faith has made you whole. So therefore, I'm not talking about against different programs, different items and issues and stuff like that. I'm not talking against them, but I'm just saying what we have here is to defeat the desires, defeat the urges. Because if you don't have the urge for it, you can just go about your business. It's like I don't have urges or desires for drugs. I don't have an urge or the desire to get drunk and drink up a whole pint, a fifth of liquor like I have done in the past, a whole six pack at one setting. I don't have those urges or desires anymore. I don't be chasing women, and even though spend hundreds and thousands of dollars trying to get next to one, just the idea of saying that I have pursued you and I overcome you and I'm going to be the winner. No, that's that hunter's mentality. Get out of it. And that's what has happened to me. I can talk and walk free without being enslaved to any addictions nowadays, drug, alcohol, sex, any other thing. So this is why I'm offering it for the price that I'm offering for now. So, like you say, to each his own. God made us all free will, and we have choices. We have choices and we have options. So if you want to stay there, drink up, drug up, screw up, and then eat up, it's on you. But like I say, we're here to offer a situation, and I'm not here to try to say, well, I could get $100 out of this, another, because what we have today is worth more than $100. And you can take this program, take this PDF, break it down, set it up, and make a how you call it, and make a course out of it, or either mastermind out of it. Oh yeah, but at my age, no. I just want people to get healed. I just want people to get free. I just want people to understand and to know, so they can have the opportunity and to get their life together before they close their eyes for the last time. And me too. All right, guys. So with that in mind, I hope that. Oh my goodness. Ah, I hope that that has imparted a little wisdom, a little value to you today. And I hope to see you again next week. Maybe we will touch upon this uh, issue for a minute, and then we'll come up with something else or come up with another item if it's so the inspiration be so. But call me, let me know, send me a message, or either, and then please by all means subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let me know what you think. Because like I said, domestic violence, uh, drug addiction, unfaithfulness, infidelity is off the chain, off the wall. And all of these things will prevent you from having a halfway decent life for the few days we have left on this earth. Because every time you turn around, it's something going down, something happening. Somebody is causing some hell raising chaos and confusion out there. So therefore, be able to walk in peace, seek peace, and pursue it. Walk in kindness, walk in love, and then walk in the goodness of life. And let the light be on you, and light be with you and in you. All right? Take care. Be blessed, be blessed, be blessed. Go to People in Love, People in letter N, LUV.com. Either my YouTube channel, People in Love MD. This is Michael Jones signing in, signing out. Bye now.